YouTube channel once again. My name is Anthony. This is the Relevant Issue channel. Subscribe, click on the notification button so that you can get notified of any of my videos. Thank you. Welcome once again. So yeah, like I mentioned in my former video, I am sorry I'm talking so fast. That's how I actually talk. Yeah, that's how I talk. Yeah, so pardon me. So I mentioned that there were some positives, See, way back in 2000, between 2005 and 2008, 9, when I used to live in Lagos State, first at Amuwo Odofi, then we moved to Ishere Olofi, right? After having lived in Festac Town for some time, you know, there were light issues. We could stay 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no light. It was all generator. It was all generator. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. I have to clean my face because I'm sweating. Yeah, here it's really warm. Yeah. So there was a lot of light issues. But when I went recently, a few weeks ago, to bury my mom, I noticed that, especially in Delta State, in Imuzo to be precise, um, they always had light. Yeah, it was amazing. Like the light would go off, and in less than 30 minutes or in about 30 minutes, highest 1 hour, the light is back. It's no longer like days. It's no longer. I don't know about other parts of Nigeria, but you know, it doesn't. It wouldn't take weeks or days or months before they get light. That's one positive that I really, is good that I observed. I observed also that they have in-city trains. That's in Lagos State. I noticed that there's in-city, trains, and I also like the fact that different states are doing well. Different states are really developing. Yeah, they're really developing. You know, but of course with a lot of chaos, like I mentioned. But let's forget about the negative aspects and let's concentrate on the positive that I observed. I also observed that water was really running. Water was constantly running. You know, um, um, I observed their junctions, their junctions, their rail stations were really good. Their junctions, although the trains are looking quite old, but yeah, I think what's his name? Fashola really did well because when he was rebuilding Lagos State, when he was rebuilding Lagos State, he had a lot of it was really controversial. So I think he did really well. And those are rapid transport systems, you know, looking really old, but it was nice to see those. It was nice to see those. I didn't like the fact, like I mentioned in my previous video, that I didn't like the fact that I still saw downfall buses and all kinds of rickety buses, and all kinds of rickety trucks on the road, especially when we're going to Delta States, all these cargo trucks and all these things, really old, can't even move 1 inch, causing all kinds of traffic and, chaos on the road. Um, but yeah, like I mentioned, there were a lot of, or quite a number of positives, not a lot, but quite a number of positives to take from, and yeah, yeah. So basically, those were my positives that um, I noticed also their junctions had really their pedestrian bridges, are covered. They are really covered so that you are shielded from the rain or from the sun. Unlike in Ghana here, it's just exposed. The pedestrian bridges are exposed, and and whether rain or shine, it's all on you. But I noticed in Lagos State, it was covered. It was covered. The pedestrian bridges, and um, yeah, I noticed some good roads. I noticed some good roads, and these were like my positives. But generally, there was a lot of chaos. It's like to borrow the words of one of their senators. Um, it was really a pisma disma or whatever. Really, really troubling that Nigeria is in this state. And I think Nigerians must rise up from wherever they are all around the world. They must not allow the politicians to really be oppressing them in this manner and in this nature. I think Nigerians really must rise up. They must take over the country in a peaceful manner, though, because that's the only country you guys have got. So, the youth must rise up and must, um, you know, really take over the country and take over the leadership of the country. Because with these old heads, I mean, Africa is it's only the place that I see old people leading. Probably, I think that it should be in the constitutions. It should be a law that if you're beyond 60, you don't become a president. Oh yeah, if you're beyond 60, you can't become a president. I think that thing should come into Africa. The youths probably should fight for that. If you're beyond 60, just like if you work in the government sector, you retire when you are 60. I think if you're beyond 60, if you're beyond 60, you shouldn't be president. If you're beyond 60, you shouldn't be president. Or if you're beyond 65, you shouldn't be president. So presidents should come from like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Highest should be 65. You shouldn't be president beyond 65 years. What are you coming to do? What are you coming to do? So guys, like I mentioned, those were a few positives from compared to when I used to live in Nigeria. Those were a few positives, and probably, of course, there are more positives that I didn't probably pay attention to, or maybe I don't remember. But yeah, so there's a few positives to take away from all the troubling and worrying things that I observed in Nigeria. Yeah. So guys, watch out for my next video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on the notification button